Coming up on Torrance today, it's Rugby Week. Top players from around the world are making our city their home as they get ready for a busy weekend. A beautiful display of support for cancer research lights up City Hall, and our local 15-year-old baseball stars finish strong at a World Series on the East Coast. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Christine Lee. It's 4 p.m. on Monday, August 22nd. I hope you had a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's our first story. It is Rugby Week in Torrance. 16 teams from all over the world are making Torrance their home base as they get ready for the grand finale of the men's HSBC World Rugby 7 Series 2022. It's a big deal for the city because Discover Torrance says more than 2,000 hotel rooms are booked by players, fans, and others related to this event. The athletes will practice all week in town for the big games that take place on Saturday and Sunday, August 27th and 28th at the Dignity Health Sports Park. The best Olympic teams from around the globe will compete in more than 40 games, providing more than 8 hours of play on both days. Many fans consider these Rugby Sevens matches to be the most exciting form of the game. They take place on a full-size rugby pitch, and as the name suggests, teams are made up of 7 players playing 7-minute halves instead of the usual 15 players playing 40-minute halves. Hotels in Torrance are offering specials and still have some space if more people want to join the excitement. And to buy tickets for this weekend's games, go to la7srugby.com. One of our local craft breweries created a unique beer just for the 2022 LA Sevens.
As part of an international event, rugby is being introduced around the world, and one of the areas that's doing it is at Dignity Health. We are the promotional beer for that. We're utilizing and introducing Ruck and Roll Blonde Ale. The Ruck and Roll Blonde Ale is based on our own traditional core beer, which is our Forbidden Blonde. We do have all of our beers that are done in such a way that they're a European style, low on the carbonation, more taste, less bubbles. We worked together to design the Rock and Roll label, and looking forward to promoting it and rugby and bringing it more so into the South Bay area.
The cans have a QR code that once scanned takes you to purchase discounted tickets to the 2022 LA Sevens games. Absolution Brewing Company is going on 10 years now and is located at 2878 Columbia Street, just a couple of buildings away from another craft brewery, Show Premium Ales. Our city has a dozen craft breweries and counting. You can grab a beer map at the California Welcome Center inside the Del Amo Fashion Center or online at discovertorrance.com. The Torrance Babe Ruth League baseball team came in second place overall at its World Series in Virginia. We've been closely following this team of 15-year-olds who won the Pacific Southwest title and headed to the East Coast a couple of weekends ago to represent the West Coast. On Friday, the high school athletes won 4-3 to advance to the championship game on Saturday. They said it was a great game where they trailed through the 4th inning, tied it in the 5th, and went ahead in the 6th. Slater Nunez was the winning pitcher. Here's a look at that special moment.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
They went on to play a team that crushed everyone in the tournament except for our team. It was a nail-biter. North Carolina had scored 58 runs and only allowed 4. They were tied with Torrance at 7 in the 6th inning, but eventually pulled away with 3 more runs and won 10-7. Congratulations to our Torrance Babe Ruth League All-Stars. Well done and welcome back home. A Torrance small business got some much-deserved recognition in Sacramento recently when Assemblymember Al Muratsuchi presented an award for Best Small Business of the Year.
proudly represent the South Bay of Los Angeles, and I am proud here to present and honor as our Small Business of the Year, Kevin and Tammy Tyler of the Torrance Batting Cages. They support the Special Olympics, Susan B. Komen Breast Cancer Campaign, our Torrance Little Leagues, and so many more charities. And so, Kevin, Tammy, thank you so much for everything you do for our community, for our kids, and I'm proud to recognize you as our Small Business of the Year. Thank you very much.
Torrance Batting Cages has been entertaining athletes for more than a dozen years. It was established by the Tyler family back in 2008 and brings sports enthusiasts together at Wilson Park with lots of baseball and softball machines, as well as a couple of netted pitching tunnels and turf sports fields. If you'd like to practice your swings, the Torrance Batting Cages is located at 2300 Jefferson Street. Congratulations to the Tylers. Lights of hope shined brightly outside the Torrance City Hall on Saturday, honoring cancer survivors, remembering the lives lost to the disease, and raising money for research.
My father had passed from cancer. Shortly after I got involved, I was afflicted with prostate cancer and had that cared for and a prostatectomy, and all is good 12 years later, so I'm happy to say that.
My mom, her name is Mary Kang. This is one of the bags dedicated to her. She fought cancer from November 16th, 2019, all the way to November 16, 2020. She had stage 4 lung cancer, and she was fighting that.
Cancer has no barriers or boundaries. My young nephew is living with cancer right now, and another family member was just diagnosed with cancer. My grandfather passed away from cancer as well. So please, this organization is doing a wonderful job not only honoring these individuals, but raising money for research so that we can stop cancer once and for all.
The City of Torrance is very happy to support this entire network here. And this lighting the candles, when it gets dark here, it'll be fabulous. We are here to share our love with everyone who's been touched with cancer.
The American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network's Lights of Hope event is a national effort. Volunteers created a total of more than 55,000 lights this year. Each one represented a loved one's cancer story, a survivor, someone in treatment, someone who passed away from cancer, or someone who served as a caregiver. What a beautiful reminder of how many lives are touched by cancer. Dr. Anthony Fauci, a name we've all gotten to know very well during the COVID-19 pandemic, is stepping down from his high-profile roles this December. The White House chief medical advisor and the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases made the big announcement today. The 81-year-old advised 7 U.S. presidents, beginning with Ronald Reagan. He first joined the National Institutes of Health in 1968 and eventually worked his way up to his director role. Former President George W. Bush awarded him the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2008. Dr. Fauci says he's leaving public service after more than 50 years in order to pursue the next chapter of his career. He is not retiring and says he wants to pursue the next phase of his career while he still has so much energy and passion for his field. His wish is to use what he learned to continue to advance science and public health and to inspire and mentor the next generation of scientific leaders as they help prepare the world to face future infectious disease threats. As the final countdown begins for the first day of school, El Camino College announced a change to its health screening program. Starting today, the college no longer requires wristbands to enter buildings, but the daily health screening questionnaire and Blue Pass QR code are still required to enter campus facilities and to receive services. Also changing are the number of kiosk locations throughout the campus. There will be less of them as students arrive for their fall classes. ECC reminds exempt staff and students that they are still required to test. Other protocols may change as conditions of the pandemic change. The first day of class is this Saturday, August 27th. The Torrance Unified School District is also counting down to its first day of school. It's this Thursday, August 25th, and students and their parents can pick up free COVID-19 test kits before then. Elementary students can pick up their test kits at the main entrance of their schools from 10 a.m. to noon. Middle and high school students can pick theirs up during school registration. Each kit includes 2 tests, and students are asked to take one of them the day before school starts and keep the other one for later. There is no need to provide any negative results, but students and parents are asked to promptly report any positive ones. The school district strongly recommends all students to test for COVID-19 before returning to school. Do you know someone in Torrance who is exceptional in the arts? You can still nominate them for our Excellence in Arts Awards. Very inspiring award recipients in the past, and the deadline for new nominations got extended to this Friday, August 26th. The Cultural Arts Commission has been bestowing these awards since 1977, recognizing individuals, groups, and corporations who make outstanding contributions to the arts in one of several categories, including dance, music, and visual arts. There is also a Katie Geisert Award, which recognizes overall exemplary contributions to the arts. If someone comes to mind, you can nominate them by emailing culturalservices@torranceca.gov. Well, still ahead, it's Motivational Monday, and we've got a special message to motivate our teens when we come back in 60 seconds.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Motivational Monday, we want to share a special message for our high school students getting ready to start their new school year. Although many arts programs got cut over the years due to budget cuts, there's a local community-based effort to keep students' artistic skills alive, and a co-founder of a nonprofit called Visions of Unity encourages more teens to keep thinking creatively as they begin another year of learning.
So art is really a big part of our lives, and it's a wonderful way to express how you feel, what you're thinking about, what might be troubling you, or your visions of what you'd like to see in the future. Whether or not you're enrolled in an art class, you still have the ability to create. And the Visions of Unity Arts Contest is coming up in a few months for all the high school students of Torrance. So be thinking about what it is you would like to express, and when that notice comes out, as it will to all high school students, enter and share your thoughts and your visions, because it's something that we hope that you will do your entire life.
The organization has awarded nearly 900 students to date with the ability to get their works published and even save some money in the bank. Most importantly, King says she wants these young artists to know that their works have value and are greatly appreciated and needed in our community. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.